My water bottle is always in my hand, and any of the pictures you see of me in the newspaper or on the news, I've always got it in my hand. It's kind of iconic for me. You gotta stay hydrated. This is hard work. I'm Jen Hampton, and I worked in the service industry for 31 years, 17 of those right here in Asheville. I'm now a full-time organizer, a seamstress, a sewing teacher, and a grandmother. I'm the lead organizer for Asheville Food Beverage United, which is a worker-led union working to advocate, support, and empower all service workers in the Asheville area. Asheville is, the tourism industry would say, nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's kind of a running joke around here. But it is a beautiful little utopia, I think. It's friendly, it's a good time, it's weird. The character is what draws people here. We have an incredible independent restaurant scene that tourists come here to see. The restaurant industry is notorious for having a very high turnover rate. And a lot of people incorrectly think that it's because people are just doing this job temporarily to get through school or to get over a slump, but that's not the case. So many of us really love this industry.
I've been in the service industry for 22 years. I mean, if it's a front of house position, I've done it. I'm what they call a lifer, and happily so. I love what I do.
I've always loved being a part of the food and beverage industry. It's like a home for all the misfits a lot of times, you know? But it's also just such hard work and has so much demand that sometimes doesn't give back as much as you'd like it to. How do we make this industry better? How can we make it a more sustainable environment, a more sustainable job, a more sustainable piece of everyone's lives?
In Asheville, people are working a lot of times 2 to 3 jobs in the industry just to live. We deserve to thrive. We don't have health care, we don't have 401k, we don't have emergency relief funds with our employers.
I've had to work sick more times than I could possibly remember because you don't get paid time off, and more than that, you're discouraged very harshly from taking time off because you need every person on a shift to be there and working to make the shift run as smoothly as possible.
Why do we have to do GoFundMes when we all of a sudden get 30 days notice that we can't live where we've lived for 10 years? Case in point, myself. It's not sustainable. In any city or town that thrives and benefits off of the work of tourism and hospitality workers, you see this issue. They're in the city, they're brewing beer, they're making the food, they're making pastries, but they can't afford to live, so they live outside of their city in the outskirts. We have to start joining our forces to make change. There's no other option.
The main thing that we're fighting for Asheville service workers, and really service workers across the entire South and the rest of the country, is to be treated like equal citizens, basically. We want paid time off so that we can take care of ourselves when we're sick or injured or need to take care of our family. We want to have living wages so that we can thrive and not just barely survive. And we want to have fair scheduling so that we can plan our lives ahead of time so that we're not waiting for the day before the schedule starts to know what our schedule is going to be for that week.
It's a union that a lot of us as owners do support, that really believe in the ideals. That can go farther. That can talk to city council. That can really affect things on a way larger scale, and that's why we need something like that. They got parking downtown for a lot of the restaurant workers. That was epic.
People were paying $200 to $300 a month just to go to park for work. We think of it as people are working the first 1 or 2 hours for free to pay for their parking. So we started a big campaign. We gathered like 2,300 signatures in about 3 weeks. We wanted free parking for downtown workers, but we compromised and they gave us $40 monthly parking passes for 200 spots. There's like over 3,000 downtown service workers. So it's a start, but it's a drop in the bucket.
My goal has always been, when I finally leave the industry, and it will be probably from old age and because I can't bartend anymore because my body says no, I want it to be better than I found it. I want it to be a place where people are taken care of and heard.
what they're asking is not that much. You know, parking, not crazy. Scheduling, not crazy. Good pay, not crazy. Like, none of these things are crazy. You know, when you have a happy staff, you have happy customers.
My point, and the point of Asheville Food and Beverage United, especially here in Asheville with such a strong independent restaurant scene, is to say, hey, no, we're not trying to be adversarial. We're not trying to run these small businesses into the ground. We want to help you because we're the ones running the business. We're the ones interacting with the customers and making the quality food. And if you give us what we tell you that we need to run your business better and to make your customers happier, we'll stay. Happy employees create happy customers, create thriving businesses.